Quick note: this is an automated educational summary of public medical sources, Mayo Clinic, the NIH, and MedlinePlus. It is for tracking your health markers, not medical advice. Always confirm results with a licensed clinician. If you're wondering about drug testing costs in 2026, Quest Diagnostics is one of the largest providers in the US, but their pricing isn't always transparent up front. In this video, we're breaking down exactly what you'll pay for different types of tests, how their online ordering actually works, and what the process looks like from start to finish. This is research-based information to help you make an informed decision when you need testing. According to the NIH, drug screening tests detect the presence of drugs or their metabolites in your system. There are different test types. Urine tests are most common and affordable. Hair tests detect longer windows of use. Blood tests are more precise, and saliva tests are less invasive. Each has different costs and detection windows. The type you need typically depends on your employer or situation. MedlinePlus notes that reference labs like Quest offer all these options, and costs vary significantly based on the test type and complexity. Quest Diagnostics operates one of the largest lab networks in America, with thousands of patient service centers. They handle employer-mandated testing, personal wellness screening, and court-ordered tests. Their online ordering system launched to let people order tests without a doctor's referral in many states. The Cleveland Clinic notes that reference labs have become more accessible through direct-to-consumer options in recent years. Quest's scale means competitive pricing compared to smaller labs, but actual costs depend on your location and test type. A standard urine drug screen typically costs between $50 and $150 without insurance, depending on location and which drugs are screened. The 5-panel test, the most common, screens for cocaine, marijuana, opiates, amphetamines, and PCP. A 10-panel adds prescription drugs. Hair tests run higher, usually $100 to $300, because the collection and analysis are more complex. Blood tests can run $75 to $200. These are ballpark figures. Quest's website shows live pricing for your area. If you have insurance, coverage varies widely by plan. On Quest's website, you search for a drug test, select your test type, enter your zip code, and see prices and available locations near you. You create an account, pay online, and receive an order confirmation with a barcode. Then you walk into a nearby patient service center with your ID and confirmation. No appointment needed. The center collects your sample, and your results post to your account online, usually within 24 to 48 hours. It's straightforward, but the key limitation is that you can't use your insurance online for most tests. You're paying out of pocket as a cash customer. Several things affect what you actually pay. Your location matters. Urban areas sometimes have competitive pricing. Rural areas less so. Timing affects results. Rush processing costs more, typically adding $50 to $100. If the test is court-ordered or for custody, certification and documentation fees apply. The number of drugs screened changes the cost. A 5-panel is cheaper than a 10-panel or 12-panel. According to the NIH, confirmation tests, where positive results are retested to rule out false positives, add cost but increase accuracy. Always check the exact fee before ordering. Before you go to the collection center, bring a valid ID, driver's license, or passport works. The Mayo Clinic advises that drug tests from urine samples require no special preparation. Just provide a sample. For hair tests, the collector will cut a small sample from the back of your head, so avoid heavy styling products the day before if possible. Blood draws require no fasting unless it's a combined test. Wear loose sleeves to make the collection easier. Bring your order confirmation and barcode from your email. That's really all you need. The process takes 5 to 10 minutes. Standard processing takes 24 to 48 hours for most urine drug tests once the lab receives your sample. You'll see a notification in your Quest account when results are ready. You can view them online, and you can request a print copy or have a report sent to your employer or attorney if that's required. The CDC and other agencies note that proper chain of custody documentation, logging who handled your sample and when, is critical for legal or employment cases. Make sure your test was marked as a legal chain of custody test if that's what you need. Standard cash tests don't include this documentation. Here's what matters. A positive drug test result isn't a diagnosis. MedlinePlus and the Mayo Clinic both emphasize that these are screening tests, not clinical evaluations. A positive result should be discussed with a clinician to understand what it means for your health or situation. False positives can happen. Certain foods, medications, or supplements can trigger positive results on screening tests, which is why confirmation testing exists. If you're ordering a drug test online, understand that you're responsible for knowing your local laws about testing and what results mean legally. This information is educational. If results come back positive and you're concerned, speak with a doctor or healthcare provider about next steps. So, to recap, Quest Diagnostics drug tests typically run $50 to $300 depending on type. You can order online and walk in without an appointment, and you'll have results within 2 days. The process is simple and transparent once you know what to expect. Costs vary by location, so check the Quest website for your area's pricing before you order. If you found this breakdown useful and you're thinking about getting tested, head to the link in the description. It'll take you straight to Quest's online ordering system. If you have questions about your results or what they mean for your health, follow up with a doctor or healthcare provider. What type of health tests are you interested in? Comment below and we will make a video about it.